Hey everyone, what is going on? I am PattyJack, and I bring you some more Homefront. Today I'm sniping on Angel Island, playing some ground control battle commander, intense action, baby. Yeah, I recorded this game last night, and I liked it. I mean, I know sniping, and while you're watching it, might not be the most exciting video you ever watched, but you know, I like the game. There's this one life that I felt I really owned in, and I was like just running around, and like they were unable to kill me, and I was just getting all these wicked kills and stuff, and I stayed alive for a long time. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I thought you guys might like to see that. And I thought today I'd actually like really talk about the game in general, not this specific gameplay, not anything else really. I really wanted to just give kind of like a little mini half review on the game itself, and I'm blowing in the mic. Just gotta move this for a second here. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, so I decided I really want to give like a review. Just kind of, well, not really a review, just more of where I stand on the game, on both the fun factor, the lasting factor, how I think the game's going to carry over into the first-person shooter genre for the next little while, and see if people will still keep playing it and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna talk to you guys about that, and you guys can sit back and listen and watch me try to snipe it and hopefully fail. Well, hopefully, what am I saying? Probably fail. Because that's usually how it happens. And I do just want to point out that whenever I love going up into this house, but whenever I do, I always like go prone when I'm going up those stairs, just so a sniper can't see me through that window, because they always seem to. And there was a tank right there, and I was like, oh my God, there's a tank in front of me. I must do something about that, but I can't really, because I don't have an RPG or anything. Dang it. Okay, so on to the Homefront review thing. Personally, I am loving this game. It's like, I don't know, it seems to be like a mix between like Battlefield and Call of Duty almost. You know, it's kind of hard to explain by using comparisons, because it's not like any other game. It's not like Battlefield or Call of Duty, but that's just kind of the way everyone's going to compare everything to, so I might as well try to explain it as well as I can. The game, like, it plays like Battlefield, like Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 2 and all that stuff, but it's got kind of kill streak rewards and kind of the faster gameplay of Call of Duty. But the thing is, a lot of people would say that's what Medal of Honor tried to do. But this game is like the exact opposite of Medal of Honor. It's really its own game. You can't, like, I'm trying to explain it using comparisons, and it's not working. It doesn't really work that way. The game itself, it just feels totally different. I don't feel like there's any game out there that's a lot like it. Like, it's really hard to explain, and there's a lot of things going for it that make it really good in those aspects, and not so great in other ones. First of all, I know I'm not the only one who says it, because everyone can't be wrong. The battle point system is amazing. I love this. I prefer this system over Call of Duty kill streaks any day. Like, I know I'm comparing, and I really don't want to do that, but I feel like that these two parts of the game are similar enough to compare. But you have to also remember that they're two entirely different games, and they play entirely differently, and their kill streaks versus battle points benefit two different things too. So. But yeah, battle points, you earn them by doing things in the match. You don't just earn them for killing people or getting kill streaks or something like that. You earn your battle points regardless of whether you're killing people. As long as you're in on the battle, you're gonna earn a ton of them. And you use those battle points to either spawn in vehicles or give yourself a rocket launcher to take out another vehicle someone else has spawned in, or you can call in like airstrikes or set out these little drones that go around and just kind of shoot everything or spot everyone, which gets you a lot more battle points too if you know how to use them. And all in all, it's a great system. It's not like Call of Duty where you have to get a kill streak. All you have to do is just play the objectives, play the game, and you will earn those points. And you can usually earn a lot of points. Upwards from 2,000 in a match, easy. I do it usually, and I'm not the greatest at this game. I will totally admit that, and I think that guy up there is about to get pwned. You never want to stand in the open windows like that, ever. That's why I was like going prone down there. But I think someone shoots me there anyways. But you can't win all the time. Anyways, yeah. Other than that, I guess I could talk about the graphics too, because the graphics are they're decent enough. I've heard people complaining a lot about them. Wait, oh, no scope. No scope. I've never done that in this game. That was the first time I'd ever done that. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I was really happy about that. But yeah. So I've heard a couple people complain about the graphics and stuff, and like, honestly, that's the last thing on my mind. If I play a game, I want to play the game because it's fun, not because it looks amazing. Yeah, so like I'll play Battlefield 2 still. That game has terrible graphics compared to today's standards, but you know what? I still play it. I still like it. It's really fun. So graphics, last thing on my mind, they look next gen anyways. They look just like military first-person shooter-ish. They don't look like Hollywood stunt special effects like Call of Duty or anything. They just look like Homefront. It doesn't look like any other game. So again, it's the graphics are trying to be its own game, and I think it does that really well. I guess I'll have to move on to the game modes now. The game modes, you've only really got 2 modes with in Team Deathmatch, which is pretty self-explanatory. You have 2 teams who are fighting it out, and spawn points shift and everything depending on where your team is, so it can create some pretty hectic times where you're shooting someone, then all of a sudden the enemy team's behind you, and you're just like, oh, how did that happen? But yeah, Team Deathmatch is a fun mode. But it doesn't really hold up as much as Ground Control does, which is what I'm playing right now. And as you can see, just so you know, I'm just kind of crawling around a lot because I managed to stay alive in this life a long ass time. So I was just kind of crawling around, and I really felt like I was in the battle in this gameplay. I don't know why. I felt like I was in a real war zone, and it was really cool. And and this is where I like teamed up with a guy up here, and we were like running up the mountain and like checking everything out, and I was like, yes, this is awesome. Yeah, so Ground Control is the other match type that you're gonna be playing. It's kind of a mix between I guess I'd call it domination or flag capture, like that you'd expect in something like Bad Company or Call of Duty. Again, I hate using comparisons, but that's what everyone's used to, so I have to use that comparison. In the sense that your team captures flags and then they have to hold them. But the difference in this game is it's a 2 out of 3 thing where there's 3 rounds in the game, and whichever team that holds their objectives in that certain part of the map and gains enough points and holds them for the longest, they can move up onto the enemy's territory in the map, therefore pushing the enemy back and moving on to the next part of the map, which in its sense is like a whole new game entirely. It's kind of like playing 3 games in one. It's kind of hard to explain, but then it's best 2 out of 3. So one team could win it in 2, one team could win it. Like, one team could win 2 in a row, or one team could win 1, lose 1, and then have to win the other one, or lose that one, then lose the match. It's like, yeah. So when you win, then you move on to the next part of the map, pushing the enemy back. When the enemy wins, you can move up into the other part of the map, and you can, yeah. So one team could win and then lose, and then that will put the map back into the starting point in the middle of the map again, so you'll be playing where you just played, which is still interesting. It doesn't make it boring or anything. I love it. And Battle Commander, Battle Commander is a different thing. It's kind of like having someone in control of the match, and kind of, I don't know if it's people who point these people out, or I think it's just the AI, the game itself, that when you get a certain amount of kill streaks in the game, if the game has Battle Commander on, you will be lit up for a certain amount of enemies and given a battle points bounty on your head, which if they kill you, they will get like a shit ton of bounty of battle points, depending on how high a threat level you are. So the more people you kill, the more people you have trying to kill you, and the more incentive for them to kill you, because they'll get more points from it. Like, I've gotten upwards of, I think, 1,000 battle points for killing people sometimes, and that's crazy. And a missile just flew right above my head. Yeah, this game is scary, but it's fun. So, you know, so yeah, when you have Battle Commander on. Sorry for stuttering. I have a problem with that. I apologize again, but yeah, with Battle Commander on, you will have tons of fun trying to hunt down those guys and get their points, and then when you go on a kill streak, then everyone will be hunting you, and you'll be like all timid and running around and being really, really scared, and it's really fun, I gotta say, because especially when you get to like a 3 or 4 star Battle Commander, or that point, you're just like, oh my god, everyone's out to kill me now, and then you get really scared. But it's really fun. I guess I could briefly go over the single player campaign. It's short, but it's really fun. Like, I really liked the campaign, but it did end on a short, sour note that really annoyed me. But other than that, I loved it. I guess I'll move on to the like kind of the gameplay. I love the gameplay too because, well, it does most things feel balanced. There is a lot of snipers in this game, but that's what the game is. It's a long range game, and see, I have a kill streak going now. But yeah, the game itself is a very long range game. I know, was this when yes, this was. I had so many better options for people to kill, but I was like, no, snipers on the hill, they are going down, baby. So yeah, I destroyed them all. So yes. What was I talking about now? Dang it, I get sidetracked. Yeah, okay, yeah, the sniper rifles. There's a lot of snipers in this game, but this is a very long-range game, and you're gonna have to, and like, even if you have an assault rifle, you can basically snipe with it because that's what this game's meant to be. It's not meant to be a close quarters game where you're running around and just shooting everyone. You have to make your moves very quickly and appropriately, or else you're just gonna get shot in the head. Like, you actually have to run from rock to rock really quickly and time when the enemies are shooting at you so they don't shoot you in the head. Especially if they have a bolt action rifle, because that just gives you a small window of time to start running before they can like recock the bolt action thing. I don't know what that's called. But anyways, yeah. So the snipers are very prevalent, but so are assault rifles. Like, you're not gonna. It's not like everyone's sniping. Most people are still using assault rifles, and most people suck with the sniper rifles anyways. So yeah, that's pretty good. And SMGs though, I think I have yet to see someone even use one. I don't think anyone really uses them at all, and it's really kind of a shame because they seem to be a little bit underpowered in this game, which isn't that bad. I mean, I was never a huge fan of them, and they seem like they would be underpowered because they are a close quarters weapon. And in a game like this, where as you can see the maps are huge, they're not going to be much use unless you're playing on like cul-de-sac, I guess. The LMGs are actually surprisingly fun. Yeah, like, I've had matches where I've just said, you know what, I'm just gonna use an LMG and see what happens. I end up just like spraying at people and somehow killing them. Or like if I'm trying to take an objective, I can literally just spray and go and kill like 5 people in succession while I'm running through there. It's amazing, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. I've only managed to do that once, so it was totally by fluke. So yeah. Yeah, and right now I was just on top of the hill, and I was just kind of like trying to pick off people because I didn't want my my threat level to get killed. I didn't want to get killed and have my threat level go away. I was just having a lot of fun just running around being a lone wolf. I felt like Rambo or something. I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, other than that, there's really not much to say about the game. I guess. Well, just give me a second. I'll think of something, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, let's go with vehicles. Vehicles are pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about them, definitely. I do love the helicopters and stuff. I can't fly helicopters to save my life, unfortunately. I usually can't in any game, be it this game or Bad Company or something. I just can't fly helicopters, but I love being in the secondary position. Like, it's so fun. It's just amazing. Because you can just like rain hell upon everyone, and it's really cool. And but the thing is, all the vehicles, they have an efficient counter to them, and and this is where I finally died. I was so mad. Okay, and now the game ends. Yeah, I skipped ahead on the last life because I need to keep the video under 15 minutes, unfortunately. So yes, this is when the game ends. And on a last note about vehicles, yeah, every vehicle has a counter to it. There's no overpowered vehicle that can't be taken out by an RPG or another vehicle or something. So the game is pretty balanced. Okay, and other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I'm kind of happy with this kind of half review of Homefront. So I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling on about the game, and I kind of want to do more of these review things. So I'll get on to that. And quick note, guys, go check out Rejuvenate CA. He's my good buddy. He does Black Ops commentaries, and I would really appreciate it because he's trying to get his channel off the ground, and he really needs help, and I thought I'd help him. So you guys go check him out. And like and subscribe. I'd be very appreciative. Follow me on Twitter. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you sometime, baby.